a true.
It was the sweetest retelling between two souls who are just compelled to be together. Um, and what I liked most about this story and about this short film is that the two souls that are connected are not necessarily connected through a romantic relationship, but just a strong connection and a strong relationship that can withstand, evil, different life forms and different forms of reality, which made it all the more powerful. In the film, they said two souls, in quote, two souls are forever entangled in an inanimate human relationship, which I thought was just really well said. And it posed a question of, is this possible for us in the future, in the real world? Will this be a new reality that a lot of humans will face? With the new discover, or the new advances in AI, virtual reality, robots, and everything. Like, is this our future? Is there a possibility where we will be able to bring inanimate objects to life and to have a relationship with them? So it was a really, really fun film. Beautifully told. The visual effects and the visuals were just so really well done, and really helped tell the story. The visual storytelling was really great.
The use of the orchestration with the animation. I thought that was really cool. And I liked how the narrator kind of used the different swells and stuff and how the music was changing to narrate what was going on in the story. I also thought the story was really cute, and I thought the animating went with it very well. This idea of companionship through an inanimate object, because either sometimes it's harder to do it with real people in the world, whether it's just like you have this connection with this inanimate object that means a lot to you, and you're kind of using that as your connection to something. I thought that was a very interesting take and a very interesting theme to discuss. I think my favorite part was the evil professor. I don't know, like him ending up being the hunter who initially killed Alan, like in his past life, was really crazy, and I thought that was an interesting twist.
There is so much to appreciate in this piece. The animation style is energetic. It kind of has this veracity to it that vibrates off the screen, which I love. It's always active, it's always moving, and yet it's also reflective and beautifully internal, really feeling the emotions of the character as she makes this symbiotic connection with Alan, which I feel can be that imaginary friend from your childhood, that stuffed animal that you loved. Alan can be so much, but what this piece certainly makes clear is that Alan is love, he is friendship, he is all those things that we all need from childhood to adulthood.
I really thought that the animation style was super cool. It was really fast paced and constantly moving and morphing and transitioning scenes, which I thought was really visually interesting to watch. Really fun to see. And just the animation style itself was really well done. I thought that the concept of this was really creative and something that is not too far off from the future, I could imagine. I'm sure eventually AI is going to be marketed towards children in this way. I mean, we had Webkins growing up. With AI now, I could totally see this happening. So a really creative, fun concept there. And yeah, the whole concept of human inanimate bonding. I know as a kid that I would be super interested in that. And yeah, I thought it was really cute. A great story that I could really see playing out through multiple episodes of a children's show. So yeah, a great idea overall.
I love this animation. The animation style and stylistic choices were brilliant. Instead of treating like a short film, it's like a feature film that I've seen somewhere. I love how this animation piece shows us an idea of what life is after death, even though short, provides us with a great understanding that one day something will happen to us, and upon that, our souls will leave our bodies. And I especially love how this was told from the perspective of a baby lion. And it just shows like how, in a sense, like reincarnation could be brought into this topic, and how our lives just keep going on and on and on until eventually we meet our the end in a sense. And I love how this animation is quite similar to Toy Story in about how toys have a mind of its own. And the short piece shows just that, and how the souls of once living beings gets transported into inanimate objects in this in
I've seen independent animation like this being done in a completely, non-corporatized style. It had a wonderful artistic aesthetic to it, and it's a completely original and unusual story. This the quantum entanglement and the synthetic becoming real and inanimate and human relationship and souls entangled and all this. It's kind of magical realism spun together with theoretical science, and all centered around Alan, the cute little stuffed guy. So yeah, this is really nicely produced. The art is really wonderful. The music is great. It's lush. It's big. The voiceover narrator does a really good job of communicating the story. It's really well written.
I think it was really pretty. And it really drew me into the story. It paired really well with the classical music, and the story itself is really creative. It really captured my imagination, and I was just like very much drawn into the story as it unfolded, and it was definitely a treat for the senses.